Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to extend a very warm and cordial welcome to all the participants at the 78th meeting of IREPAS in Warsaw, the Phoenix City, for our first gathering of 2018. Once again, it's my great pleasure to see so many friends, old and new, joining us for this global get-together. Warsaw is a city with many faces, where tradition mingles with modernity. The capital is Poland, is a meeting place for politicians, economists, and artists of all nationalities, and is among the greenest metropolises on the continent. With Europe's wildest river, the Vistula, flowing through the center of the city. While 84% of Warsaw was destroyed during the World War II, the city was subsequently raised from the rubble, rebuilt with the help of the entire nation over 15 years, and has continued to flourish up to the present day. Paradoxically, Warsaw's old town is only 50 years old. Known as Stare Miasto, after World War II, it was proudly and meticulously restored to its original and present form. In 1980, it was placed onto UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites. The post-war communist government also constructed Soviet-style housing projects, buildings and offices. The result is a city with dissonant mix of architecture that solidifies Warsaw's position as a transit point between Western and Eastern Europe. Since the fall of the Iron Curtain 3 decades ago, Poland has embraced Western-style capitalism with open arms. During the last 25 years, the country has been growing at a fast pace, with per capita income doubling over the time. More recently, Poland, which joined the EU in 2004, managed to avoid a crippling recession, while the rest of Europe struggled. The country's growth does not seem to be slowing down. Nowhere is Poland's progress more apparent than in the country's economic and political capital. Warsaw, where people are known for their sense of humor and hard-working tradition, is a city full of astonishing contrast and dimensions, which are waiting to be discovered and observed by the inquisitive visitor. Against this backdrop, we will be taking an in-depth look at the global long steel products industry, which has been enjoying a good period since we last met in Athens, thanks to improving demand in the market and decreasing pressure from China. The situation in China is more or less still the same, with strong consumption of steel in its domestic market, while the prospects of Chinese steel exports remain low. In addition, almost all regional markets are performing well, and global demand for steel products remains elevated. However, there is obvious confusion and uncertainty in the global long steel products market triggered and by the announcement of new tariffs on steel imports by President Trump. As a result of the Section 232 investigation in the US, the subsequent exemption from these tariffs, and the resulting safeguard investigation announced in the EU. It has become extremely difficult to make business decisions, as the prevailing question in the market is, what is going to happen next? Buyers of long steel products are in a bind, not knowing what way to move, as they speculate on what might happen in the marketplace. In short, the last couple of months have not been the easiest for our industry. However, our industry has always been very successful in its response during difficult times. The IREPAS platform has always helped our industry overcome a lot of difficulties through the sense of community it has fostered. As always, we plan a broad and deep look into the latest developments in the market during this meeting. We have a lineup of very distinguished speakers, and as usual, the event is planned to be highly interactive. You will have the opportunity to comment on and influence the discussions at all times. We believe that you as participants constitute, as always, the most important element of the meeting, and that your active involvement will be essential for the meeting to fulfill its mission. We are delighted to be in Warsaw and hope that this meeting will signal much better days to come for our industry. To all of you, thank you for being here. Welcome and enjoy the conference. Thank you.